wanted to post something out. But here we are, Wednesday, hump day, day baseball day.
You got it, bud.
Here on Off the Board. Jake Hassan beside me. I'm Colby Marcio. This is presented by Better Day. Hey, have yourself a better day. Empowered by FanDuel. Hello, everybody down below. Hello, everybody out there listening to the podcast. Hello, Jake. Hey, just want to let you guys know, I'm all cooped up. I overdosed on Polish dogs last night, folks. $5 Tuesday. Had 4. Do I feel it? Yes, I do.
Stop it. Please tell me you're doing a bit right now.
What?
That you feel it after 4 beers at the White Sox game.
Please tell 4 dogs.
Oh, well, you said 5
beers.
I was gonna say you said $5 Tuesday, and I think the $5 isn't that usually referring to the beers and not the hot dogs.
So the beauty of $5 Tuesday at the rate: nachos, I think pretzels, hot dogs, beers.
Oh, it is both? Okay. I thought it was just beers for some reason. I thought the hot dogs were even cheaper than whatever. I'm stupid. Reading literacy. Yeah. I thought you were doing a bit because have you seen the meme of the guy over the weekend that went viral of the guy who was like, I hadn't drank in a year and I had 3 glasses of wine and I couldn't podcast for 3 days. Shut up! Like, just absolutely go play in traffic, you loser. Buddy, when I used to work at a now defunct network, I would go out on a kickball Thursday, shut down Lottie's until 2 a.m., and I would be in that studio at 7 a.m. the next day, and I would let it absolutely fly, too, on a show that I produced, then a show that I hosted immediately after, and it would be like nothing happened. So I don't want to hear it from this. Absolutely. This is the problem. Man, I'm really more mad about this than I thought I would be. This is the problem with these alpha male chud, lifestyle guys. Like, I drank 3 glasses of wine. And it's poison. It ruined my life for a week. Shut up! Figure it out! You're not cool. You're not special. Like, if you don't, and don't get me wrong, if you're not a drinker, if you're not somebody that likes to get after, like, I'm a booze hound. I'll say that. I can admit that. Hand up. But, like, if you're not like that, you're not about that life, that's fine. Cool. Great. You're probably going to have a longer longevity of life and quality of life than I will. Great. Whatever. But don't come out here on your stupid shows and your podcast and be like, it's poison. If you want to hit your best and you want to be able, if you want to be able to podcast at your best and put out the best 99th percentile performance you can't put this stuff in your body. Shut up! Just be normal. Just be a normal person.
I'd just like to add that this is back-to-back weeks of Jake patting himself on the back from something he did years ago.
Buddy,
point that out.
Brother, this was like less than a year ago. And now I don't know what's going on. Colby's just gone. I don't know what's up. Apparently, this is just me now, I guess. It's not patting myself on the back to address what Colby just said about me. I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm just using that story as a reference point of that some of these alpha male lifestyle podcast bros and go like just not everybody is affected the same. And don't tell us what a loser you are because 3 glasses of wine affect you for 3 days. What? It's too much. I hate it. I hate it so much, and that's why. And like maybe I'm being like too bro-y by saying just drink a beer and get over it. But Colby will be back in a second. He did lose connection, so apparently I'm still out here. But anyway, that's all. That's all I'm saying. This is not to pat myself on the back. This is not a brag. It's just I need the lifestyle influencers to stop. We get it. You don't drink. Cool. Good on you. You don't need to go on a podcast and tell us all about it for the foreseeable future. Thanks, but no thanks. There's a little we got back. Hey, buddy. Welcome back.
Let's get past it because I'll
Sure.
I'll literally pop every blood vessel in this human body that is currently speaking.
Uh-huh.
Good God. 3 bars plus. The AC's blasting, so there's no excuse. It's you, Riverside. God, can we get through one show? Good Lord. Was it steroid baseball yesterday? What do you mean? There was like one home run, and it was the one I bet on. Also, that may have been a peak moment of my life, finally cashing a bet or a home run bet in person.
I was so excited for that video to drop. Like once I have the notifications on for the MLB home run bot, and I think most people who are bettors do. So I have those notifications on, and I got the Murakami notification, and I started vibrating. I was like, I cannot wait.
Dude, that's how
video.
I get when I'm done recording it.
I was like, I cannot wait for how insane. And you were cooking. Like, it wasn't even the home run video. Like, you were putting out videos all night last night, and they were all good. They were all very funny.
Yeah. Dude, well, so we'll talk about my last night going to the White Sox game because it was fun. I love going to baseball games. And it was, like I said, $5 Tuesday. And, I only cashed one. So I don't believe in that. For Tukey saying 52 home runs total yesterday. I only got to see one.
And it was the one that mattered.
Schwarber flew out to the warning track, I think, 3 times yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It was the right read. I hate saying that, but sometimes you got to take what you can.
Speaking of the right read really fast, I had Chase Burns over 9.5 Ks at 6-1. Dude had 8 through 5, and I was like, we're good. We got this against the Mets. And then got one more out in the 5th before giving up a bomb to Soto. It just got yanked from
another bad beat, even though it's not a bad beat.
It's not a bad beat, but it's just like I felt like it felt so good. And and I texted this because Isaac Trotter bet it with me. I was like, I would bet it again. It's one of those where like when you have a right read, like you're just like, I would like if you feel like you would bet that again because you felt so good about it, you were on track. Like it's not a bad beat. You could say right read.
They're the best and worst feeling.
Yeah, it's like I would have bet it again, especially at that price. I thought we had it, and then you just lose anyway. Also, this
yesterday we had
$8.
We had seats in the upper deck behind home plate at first, and I always like quadruple check my seats because I don't want to be that person that's
I do
in the wrong seat. So I knew for a fact I was in the right seat, and this group of 9 people came up and they're like, "Hey, this is our row," and I was like, "Are you sure?" So I went to get up to pull my phone out of my pocket to double check, triple check, and then they just completely gave up and just went and sat somewhere else, like a normal person should at a game that has nobody at. So then I was telling Ben and Jake, I'm like, you know what? I've always wanted to go sit up there in the top corner where no one ever sits. And we're like, we'll do that in a couple innings. So we went the 3rd inning to go sit all the way in the back. And Jake, nobody has sat there in years. Do you want to know how I know that? Do you want to know how I know this? There were cobwebs all over the seats.
Oh, man.
So we were rushing off the cobwebs. And then on the complete other side, that's where they had the tarps off. And I was like, yes, the tarps are off. Also, the amount of incorrect calls I saw from that top corner, I should be out there umpiring because that was just horrific calling. That
was another funny tweet of yours last night. In the top right corner, you go, this ump should be fired or whatever. Or I can't believe somebody said that. Was a very funny tweet of yours as well.
Because you can't be like, that was a strike, Blue. You gotta reinvent it. You gotta reinvent the bit somewhere,
I agree.
some way or another. But dude, the best part was there was no service people, no hot dog person, no beer person.
Yeah. Well, there were cobwebs up there. What do you think what do you mean?
But hold on. But then this one beer woman came out of the tunnel to look and check in. She points at us, she goes, "You guys need anything?" And I was like, "No, we're good." I was like, she knows if she walked up that flight of stairs, she would have gotten a tip. Because you have to.
Well, 100%.
I'm really picky with tipping because tipping culture is very toxic these days.
Agree.
She 1,000% would have got a near 50 to 100% tip because that's just hilarious. And she knew it was funny because she was smirking her ass off when she was like, "You guys need anything?"
I loved your content. Credit where it's due. Your content was very good yesterday.
I didn't know if it was enough or not. Oh, so then there was another. Oh, I put that on the video. The tarps that were behind us,
and
they were like, They were like, join us, because they would be like dying down. They were definitely like freshman college or high school.
Of course.
There was,
yeah.
And so they would like stop twirling their shirts because they're not with the big group. They're on the complete other side. I don't know why they just wouldn't hustle over to the big group to make it bigger. But they would die down in like a momentum situation. Like, all right, guys, come on! And they would pick it back up, and then one was like, join us. And I'm like, I'm pushing 30. I'm not joining you guys. I was graduating high school when you were coming out of the womb, probably. So I'm not gonna join you guys. But it was a good time.
I totally would have been
the best.
I totally would have been a tarps off guy. Even now, as a man approaching 30, I would still do it. I love it.
The problem that I have with the tarps off thing is how we're giving it credit to the Cardinals fan base. Are we dense to other sports? This was going on Mac Tuesdays this past season.
Yeah, but like you don't see it in baseball. You don't see it in baseball that much.
I suppose, but we can't act like this. I can't use that. I can't use that comparison. I can't on this show. I can't do that. I'm just gonna text Jake Hassan my thought. Because
I can't wait for whatever. I can't wait for whatever this is about to be.
This is just like this. This was just like this one. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. That's a great comparison. One does the same thing, claims it was someone else made.
All right. We got.
You know what? Do that to us on this show.
You know what? Here, I'll give you my thoughts on the text that Colby just sent me. This
going back.
This is how that makes me feel. I'll give everyone a second to guess at what time Colby sent me that voice memo this morning. I want everybody in the chat to make a guess of what the time stamp on that message is from Colby Marcio.
Jake, that's the funniest theme.
I just want everybody to guess the timestamp on that message.
I'm literally crying. Dude, I'm literally crying. I did not expect that to come up.
Oh, dude, from the minute from the second I hit play on that today, I knew that I was playing that on the show. I didn't know when or how, but I knew I was playing that on the show at some point today.
For the people listening, I will send Jake that gibberish all the time. Literally all the time. All right, let's keep the comedy rolling. And let's jump over to not college baseball, not Major League Baseball. We need to talk about PC AAA because, good God, does that kid need to get called down? That kid.
Who did you steal that from? There's no way that was a
Colby. Saw it on the internet a couple times.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
PC
I was really
AAA?
No, it's really good. I was hoping it was a Colby Marcio original, but sorry.
Which one? PC AAA?
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh, everyone's using that right now.
That's the first time I've heard it legitimately. Oh, for those who were playing the game, by the way, Colby sent me that voice memo at 9:15 this morning.
On the toilet.
Yeah, I did cut off before. I did exit out of the message before the flushing of the toilet at the end.
Tell him what I replied with though.
No, that's okay.
What was no. What did I have written below it?
Because I didn't do this part. I also don't even know how to do that on Instagram. I didn't even know you could
hit
do
the
that.
one times. It says like one time.
Oh yeah, you're right. Glad we could all experience that together.
All right. For the people that think this is a Cubs slandering show, it's not, but you keep giving us content. We're going to continue talking about them, as this is the same team that has 2 10-game streaks, is now on the cusp of possibly losing their 11th straight game this evening.
Mm-hmm.
against the Pirates. We'll talk about it.
Kind of think they will.
But, yeah. You and I are both agreed on a play already. Brandon Lau over his bases and home run because that's 80% of the time records at least a hit. Anywho, going back to it. What do they do with PCA? What do they do with PCA? We're not a hater. These are just straight facts. How else? I'll just say this. If you're an actual fan of the Cubs and you aren't saying the things that we are saying, you are lying to yourself.
Yes.
I will say that. You are lying to yourself. If you think, Jake and I have talked about this a million times, if you think last year's first half is actually real PCA, when the scouting report was minimal, they didn't have much on them, I always lean on the fact that rookies have the advantage when coming up if they're not getting they're not cold at the plate. They're actually humming because they benefit from not enough data on the kids, so they don't know how to throw them. They don't know how they're going to hit this and that. Second season, they got everything under the belt. They know everything. They know your spray chart. They know where your hot zones are. They got PCA's batting 226 his last 162 games. I looked it up yesterday because I forgot what stat you said.
And I think with
last
only
week.
it was about the same thing. He was batting 207 over the last 100 and something games with 9 home runs. So he's got 10 home runs over his last 162 as well. It's all bad. It's all bad.
He was batting last at one point. I commented on somebody's post on Instagram talking about PCA, and they're like, I talked about his batting average being that low over the last 162, and they're like, well, he's walking more. He's not Kyle Schwarber. What? Also, if he just stopped trying to be outfielder Javi Baez, I think he would do a better job.
But also, I think he's trying to do that now because he knows his defense's calling card. His defense is what all of his value is. And so now he's trying extra on the defensive side to make up for the shortcomings offensively.
It's a sad sight to see because he was great for the city last year. I'm not saying he's not going to be in the future. But I think he's at a point now mentally that I think he would benefit from going down. Just like not to compare him to Davis Schneider, but Davis Schneider gets sent down all the time and then comes back always stronger. And I think Davis Schneider is a very underrated player when he's humming. But
agree. Very much
sent him down. He's a great platoon guy. The Blue Jays just sent him down. They do that every year. And he always comes back better than before in the later months. So I don't think it's a bad option for PCA to take a couple weeks off down in AAA, PC AAA. He'll put some rear ends in the seats.
But they're not going to do that because of the contract. They're not going to do that because of the contract. And 100%. Also because Davis 100%. Schneider is like, the difference is like Davis Schneider is like mustache, rec specs, blue collar, like hard hat guy. Like, that's his like thing. Like he probably takes those demotions and it's like, well, like PCA is such an emotional player and wears his heart on his sleeve so much. Like they send him down, he's going to be heartbroken. He's going to cry. Like, I'm not even saying that as a jab or like he's going to cry. And they're paying him so much money at this point because they rewarded him with the contract after last year. They send him to AAA. That might break him more. Because remember, if we want to make the Javi Baez comparison, they tried that whole song and dance with another emotional player in Javi Baez before. How did that go? So I think at this point, the only way he's going to get over it is to get through it. Like that's the only way. So I agree with you. At some point, it's going to turn. Positive regression will come. But for right now, I mean, PCA is up there, and this is what he hears. Like that's in his head. Like, that's what's happening in that guy's head right now at every at bat.
It's a great bit. Now, we haven't really touched on it, but it's kind of picked up some steam. What are your takes on the T-shirt?
T-shirt? I don't know if I know what this is.
What did he say to that woman? They made it into a T-shirt.
Oh, I mean, like, it's copium. It's classic Cub fan copium where they're going to be behind their guy no matter what. It's unsurprising, and it's just they're going to die on the hill for that guy every single time, which is fine. Whatever.
I don't find misogyny to be fun.
Correct. I've
seen numerous people posting that they bought the shirt. I'm like, you look like an a-hole.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like
You look like trailer trash.
we live in a terrible time. Of course, people bought the shirt. Like that's the part's unsurprising. Like those people are never gonna wear that shirt in public. They know they're gonna get shamed. Like, and I bet you half the people that said that they bought it are just saying that for clout.
I don't think it's clout.
Dude, I bet you, unless I see a receipt or these people actually holding the shirt, I'm going to assume that half those people are like, of course I bought the shirt. We're going to stand behind our guy 10 toes down. I'm going to assume half those are just people looking for clout in Cubs Twitter so that they can all S their own Ds.
All right, let's keep in this game. We mentioned it. Did you add Brandon Lau, or is it just me?
No, I'm literally typing it in right now.
Let's go. Brandon Lau over his bases. His H to the double R is too juicy for me at 1.5. It's like $1.45. I'm not paying that. I took the home run. Excuse me. He has a 70% Arsenal coverage against Jameson Taillon. I know it's Taillon. When elite. Excuse me. I tickled my
Jeez,
throat.
guy.
When elite. I don't have any water next to me. When elite records at least a hit 80% of the time. Marvelous. Records a home run nearly 30% of the time. Goes over his bases 47.5% of the time. It's an 80 elite game sample size. It's very consistent. His hits, like I said, the Arsenal coverage is there. Matches up very well against Taillon, who's just getting demolished by left-handed hitters. Some's probably out there thinking, well, what about O'Neal Cruz? His K percentage over his last 30 at-bats against righties is horrid. We know he's a Jesus. He's a
dude. Go get water.
Goodness
gracious.
He's like a 3-outcome player. I don't think he matches up very well. The pitches are there, but I think Lau's the better option there. So, Jake, if you have anything else in that game, take it away.
Yeah, go get some water, King, and then I'll.
Was I not muted?
Did you think you were?
Yeah, it had the red.
Bro, that came straight.
Dude,
I thought you were doing a bit because you looked right at the camera when you did that. I thought that was totally on purpose. No, that came right now. You're muted. That came right through as I started talking. So thank you for that. No, I'm on Brandon Lau as well. I'm going to use the stat. Colby gave you all the analytical and smart people stats. I'm just going to tell you, Brandon Lau has good history, including a couple home runs against Jameson Taillon. He's been on fire over the last week, 385 batting average, slugging 577. The Cubs are dead. Jameson Taillon is dead. I'll go with Lau because this year, when Lau has been hot, he's been insanely hot. So I'll back that. Matt brought this up in our pre-show quote meeting. It's really just a conversation where we all just kind of mess with each other and say a lot of nonsense. I kind of like Connor Griffin as well. It's 10-1 for the home run. That just doesn't feel right. It's plus 170 for the bases. I may add that. I'm considering it, but I'm all over Lau. Just when this guy is nuclear, he's red hot. So I'll be on that. And that's about it. That's the only thing I'm going to have in Cubs and Pirates. I do think that the Cubs lose a 11th straight game today, though.
Game that starts in 20 minutes. Had to leave to reconnect my actual mic because, hey, I paid for it. We're going to use the good mic so people can listen to me, not use my Mac mic, which sorry you had to listen to that. James Wood over 1.5 H to double R. I think I got plus 110. Home run is like near 5-1, which I think is egregious for a guy that's murdering the ball right now. Sure, he's homered in back-to-back games. Gavin Williams pitches. Wood has been demolishing all season long. My only red flag is Gavin Williams has done well as of late against lefties. I think the ground ball rate isn't as low as I would like it, but it's James Wood. I think if he hits anything, it's going out of the ballpark. And I hope that this national team keeps humming because they are a blast. Also, we should probably touch on Sunday. Was it Sunday or Monday? Monday. What's his face tipping pitches? Had to have been. With a stat line like that, I can't think of the pitcher for the Guardians, where they hit like 15 home runs.
Oh, was Bybee on Monday?
Yes. Mead had two touchdowns. 2 home runs. Mead had 2 home runs. Wood had a home run, first plate appearance of the day. Everyone had a home run.
And it was just one after another. And they
Yeah,
kept
he got
Bybee out there
smoked.
because they were already up a full touchdown. But he had to have been tipping pitches. I can't wait for the John Boy breakdown.
I mean, that's the problem with Tanner Bybee, though, to me, is that he always has those blow up outings. Like people, when Tariq School got hurt, people were like, "Oh, should we not Gavin Williams? Should we bet Bybee for Cy Young?" And like he just always does this. Like he'll have these stretches of dominance where he'll be unhittable, and then he'll have like once a month. It feels like he'll have one of those starts where he gives up 5 home runs in a start and just gets absolutely wrecked. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's tipping pitches or that's just kind of the pitcher he is at this point.
Ooh, Amanda said, I think Woods, CJ, Mead, Lyle are all in play again today. We know she parlayed them.
I mean,
a sicko.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, because Gavin Williams suffers from the same thing, like where he'll all of a sudden just like give up 4 home runs in a start. Like he has the same problem as Tanner Bybee. He's just a little more consistent.
There's a stat I'm just gonna jump to this game because I just want to tell you
Go
the
for
stat.
it. Hey, it's your show.
So the Royals Yankee game tonight, Noah Cameron is on the bump.
Uh-huh.
The lefty Lou. I took Aaron Judge. I think it's a big Aaron Judge day. The trends are always fantastic. They're always mouth-watering. 367 elite ratings, records a hit nearly 70% of the time. 2 hits 31% of the time. Homers 30% of the time. Over this prop 50% of the time. I paid $1.05. I was looking at it too long and it went away, the even money, but it was plus money today. Cameron is getting demolished by right-handed hitters, obviously. But listen to this. He's giving up a ton of hard contact. The ground ball rate is super low. What do you think his home run per 9 is?
I don't know. This could be any number.
Half.
Dang.
Insane. Monty told me it didn't matter. I said I think it means he's due. I think he's due to get demolished.
It's one way to look at it.
You're up to something, and somebody tells you this doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to look at it. I do love a hashtag do factor though.
Ow. I love Judge today. I took it the home run. I took the bases. I'm on a lot of bases today. All the H to the double R's I was looking at were too juicy.
I'm gonna sneeze. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, Tim, I'm with you. I mean, they scored 15 runs yesterday. I was thinking about that too, but it's Aaron Judge. He's kind of streaky.
Regression.
This season, at least he is. So once he hits a home run, it's kind of like, okay, can we get back on backing him again? Because he went 11 games without a home run and then hit that walk-off. And since then, I think he's been fantastic. So I love Judge today. Jake, give me something else. Actually, let's cut out the MLB. Or do you want to end with college baseball?
Let's end with college baseball because I do have bets, and for some of the other games that start in like 15 minutes. I do have a bet in the Blue Jays Marlins game, and I do have a bet in Cardinals Brewers, which is in like 40 minutes. I wanted to get creative because I wanted to back Kevin Gausman, but the strikeout number was iffy, and so was the earned run number. What?
Tukey in chat said Judge was the only one who didn't show up yesterday. He hit a double.
Didn't show up. Doesn't count. Wasn't a home run.
Didn't show up. God forbid. Doesn't leave the yard. Trash. Why is he the captain? Trash. Absolute garbage.
God. I like Kevin Gausman under 1.5 earned runs. That's plus 145. That's at the Green Book. The Marlins are dead. Like this lineup has absolutely nothing going on. Gausman's been great all year. He's on a hot streak. His last 2 starts spanning 12 2/3 innings, 13 strikeouts, 1 run allowed. Now he gets the Marlins team that can't hit. Kyle Stowers is on witness protection apparently right now. So I'll take Gausman. He's been on a very, very hot streak at home in Toronto against a bad Marlins team. Under 1.5 earned runs at a big price as well. Really like it.
Producer Matt, I'm on the Marlins early win today. Do you have a up to lean? You're the money line. It would be such a better promotion if you didn't get limited.
Maybe
they know what they're doing.
If I had to pick, it would be Diamondbacks or Phillies. Fade the Giants and fade Walker Buehler, respectively.
Yeah. I don't hate that.
The other one
probably hit the warning track
There he
3
is.
times yesterday.
He did. He did. Real fast in the other game that starts in 40 minutes. This is going to be Jakey narrative. I don't care. Cardinals money line to avoid the sweep, plus 144 against the Brewers. Chad Patrick goes. He hasn't started a game since May 4th. So who knows what this is going to look like. He's been in relief mostly. Now the Brewers are just sending him out there. So I like the Cardinals on the money line. This is a good opportunity for them. Avoid the sweep. Keep the division lead for the Brewers within 3 games. Cardinals win today. It's a 2.5 game division lead. I like it. I know it's Dustin May, and it's a little scary to back him. But speaking of Cardinals have lost 3 of his last 4 starts, even though he's got a 5 ERA. He's got a 3.89 FIP, so he's pitched better than the ERA says. And I'm just not a Chad Patrick believer. Like, cool, great. You've been in the bullpen. You've been good. And I also love the narrative of avoiding the sweep. So Cardinals money line in the other early game.
Oh, yeah. There's a guy I'm on today that Tukey said, if Judge doesn't hit a home run, anything else, he doesn't. I lost the rest. Whatever. Matt took it away from me. Anywho, there's a guy I'm on today that I don't think I've bet on in 2 years because I'm indifferent with him, but I am absolutely in love with his matchup today, and that's Julio Rodriguez.
Oh,
I know. Everyone soak it in. Soak it in. But he's murdering lefties. Jeffrey Springs is struggling against righties, and they're in Oakland, or not, excuse me. They're in Sacramento, Sacramento. And he matches up against all of his pitches extremely well. He's hitting the ball very well as of late. That doesn't mean anything. Please stop saying that. Amanda put in chat, everyone is on him. That's not a thing. That doesn't matter. Go do your own research. Stop scrolling through Twitter and seeing everyone being like, oh, you know who I'm on today? Aaron Judge. No duh. These are premier hitters. Anywho, I think the center fielder's in a really good spot. I took his bases and his home run. And yeah, final play of the day for me, late night. I'm mad I didn't take it yesterday. I took it on Monday, and it was one of an all-time perfect read, which is the Dodgers' first 5 team total over 2.5 at $1.45. I'm paying the juice. I don't care. Sagano has been brutal on top of brutal. Has already given up 5 runs to the same Dodger team when they played in Colorado. The Dodgers are back. They're humming again. Shohei's on the bump, so he's not going to be hitting. He is one of the elite rated hitters, so you can take that out. So they have technically 3 elite rated hitters. Sagano is
Colby's connection. Really good today. I agree with everything he said, though. Sagano he's dog water out there. He's chopped cheddar. And whatever analogy you want to use for, he's really bad. And so if you wanted to use your up early, up to whatever it's called, I don't know. I don't have a lot of space up here for the names of things. I got enough. Colby just texted, I'm getting angry. Yeah, well, that'll happen. So I agree with him on the Dodgers team total over. Speaking of that Mariners and A's game, I know he went with Julio Rodriguez. This is scary. I'm going to go the under in that game. I'm going to take a first 5 under and Mariners and A's. Under 4.5, even money in the first 5. I know it's Sacramento. I know overs are prevalent in that park. Hear me out. Day game after a night game. Mariners are the 6th worst. Day game after a night game. Mariners are 6th worst in baseball against left-handed pitching. Jeffrey Springs, famously a lefty. Logan Gilbert, for whatever reason, is actually better on the road this year than at home, which is a flip from his career norms. Whatever. Okay. And it is Sacramento, so people are going to bet the over, so you get some value on the under. That's why you're getting even money. It's a little scary, but all of these Jakey narrative factors, 4.5, even money, I'll take it in that one. I might as well just keep talking while we wait for Colby. Later, I don't understand what we're doing here. How are we still, again, lining the Braves as dogs to the Red Sox? Red Sox lost yesterday as favorites. And now we're lining Bryce Elder and his sub-2 ERA as a dog to Connolly Early. I like Connolly Early as much as the next guy. He's great. I think he's going to be awesome. But we're going to make him a favorite against the Braves, who have the best record in baseball, and the Red Sox, who still don't really know how to win games. I just don't know why we're making the Braves minus 102 on the money line. So Braves are my favorite bet today. I don't know who's not paying attention. I don't know if it's because it's Bryce Elder and everybody's waiting for regression. Braves, money line, book it. Blouses. Hi, Colby.
Before Riverside decided to just reload, I don't know what it was doing because it brought up a loading bar. I just want to mention in final thought that the Dodgers are number one in they're number one in walk rate over their last 12 games. Their WRC plus is top 3. They're hitting the ball well. They're seeing the ball well. I think they continue this streak since they've been humming since Monday. And Monday, I was out for revenge. I was chasing. I had a bunch of free bets I threw on them to score in the 6th. And
I was chasing on Monday too.
I was like plus 250 for them to score in the 7th. In every inning, they've at least had 2 guys on. They're scoring in the 7th inning. And 250 for the Dodgers is an egregious. That is a gift. Obviously, it cashed. I got my money that I lost, and I should have won. Thank you. But again, Sagano should get lit up. He has been very inconsistent except for his first 3 starts where we were like, is Sagano pretty good? Which I was getting excited because he's a seasoned sophomore and is pushing 40. People forget. That's all my plays. Julio, Wood, Judge, Lau, Dodgers F5.
I'm going to throw one more MLB play at you really fast. Another home run play. This is a price. I know we're all talking about his toothpaste application the last 24 hours, but at 5-1 for Bryce, who has been awesome this year. He's elite today. Goes against Walker Buehler, who gets crushed by lefties. They're hitting .316 against him. He's 4 for 6 in his career against Buehler, which I know is Colby's favorite stat as he disappears again. He's probably about to punch a hole in his laptop, which is fine because I'll move on to college baseball in a second. But Harper at 5-1 is a crazy price. He's slugging 49 over the last 2 weeks, slugging 582 on the road, and he's really good. He's kind of in the MVP race, even though Shohei has started to hit like Shohei Ohtani again. So it's kind of just done. Remember that really cute time when I said Ellie De La Cruz could win MVP? That was fun for like 3 seconds. But listen, it is what it is. What are you going to do? But I like Bryce, 5-1. The toothpaste thing, I was going to talk to Colby about the toothpaste thing because I know he would probably have thoughts. But Colby's quitting for the day. So I'll wrap us up in the last few minutes here. If the people want college baseball, I wrote about the bracket. Bracket came out on Monday. I had instant reactions. If you missed it, I know most of you here for Colby, but if you missed it, your loss because now some of these prices have changed. But also, I'm going to be doing college baseball stuff at DJ Hassan on Twitter, Hassan_Jake on Instagram. We'll be doing more, but also HassanTax.substack.com, where we talked about the bracket yesterday as well. A bunch of bets, couple of futures that I like. The most notable, if you have nothing to win the College World Series, if you have no futures, if you haven't been betting Texas with us, if you haven't been betting with us since the beginning of the year, 22-1 is still up on Florida at FanDuel. And I really like that price for them because they have a top 8 seed. And so for the people who don't know, if you have a top 8 seed in the College World Series, you don't host for 1 round, but 2 rounds. And then you go to Omaha. So that's home field advantage for the first half of the tournament, for most of the tournament, which is huge. And especially in a place like Florida, where you're going to have good home field advantage, I think that works for them at 22-1. I think that has the most hashtag value on the board. They have the upside to win. They have 2 elite pitchers, and Aiden King and Liam Peterson. Just a lot of times depends on what version of Peterson you're getting on a week-to-week basis. But he was good in the tournament last year. He's going to be a top 10 pick. He has the pedigree. I'll back this Florida team as a long shot because also if and when they win their region, their super regionals would be against Southern Miss, who, if you've been following me for this college baseball season, if you've been following me for the past year plus, Southern Miss every year is the darling team that everybody wants to talk about in the College World Series. They're the plucky team that wins the Sun Belt, and then they just get smoked by an SEC team, by an ACC team. So to have the Supers then as probably Southern Miss, and then you go to Omaha after that, I think that's a great path for Florida. I love the 22-1 on them. Shop around because there's 19s on them and 18s on them. So you can get a better price if you go to FanDuel, which this show is sponsored by FanDuel. Very important to note. That's the biggest future. Couple of region bets as well. I really like Arizona State at plus 350 to win the Lincoln Regional. Nebraska, cool, hosting for the first time in almost 20 years. They've had a huge turnaround in the last 3 years. I think this is going to be very similar to Nebraska in the basketball tournament, where they finally have this run and they're finally back, and then they're just going to fold. I think it's going to be electric. It's great that they're hosting. Awesome for them. But Arizona State has arguably the best player in the country, and Landon Hairston. Willie Blomqvist has had this team as a tournament team consistently for the past 4 or 5 years. Their arrow has been pointing up every single year, and those are teams that I want to back. So I don't think this is priced correctly. I think the 2 seed Ole Miss is sucking up some of the win probability here, and that's why you get a better than 3-1 on Arizona State. They cut their teeth in a Big 12. The Big 12 was a very, very tough conference this year, maybe arguably the second toughest conference in college baseball this year. I like Arizona State. A little bit short of a price, but still plus money. Arkansas to win the Lawrence Regional. Good on Kansas, hosting for the first time ever. Give them their props. They end the year hot, coming into the tournament on a 3-game winning streak. Won the Big 12 tournament. Awesome. Arkansas is just better. SEC team, title aspirations coming into the year. They were 1 play away from going to the final last year. And it's a different team, of course. I get it, but this is Arkansas year after year after year. They're in this. And so I think the pressure is going to get to Kansas. Arkansas is the favorite in a region that isn't even their own for a reason. Really like them as well. Excuse me. This is a problem when you host by yourself. You have to, carry things here. And then last one, Oklahoma State plus 175 to win the Tuscaloosa Regional. I like Alabama. They're the number 7 overall seed in the tournament. But Oklahoma State made an insane push down the stretch here. They won 7 straight series, something like that, to end the year, again, in the Big 12. And this is just the story of Alabama. They're a fun regular season team. They have one of the best players in the country in Justin LeBron. He is great. But then they always get here and they just fold. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. So Oklahoma State, I think, should not be priced this far apart from Alabama. I think plus 175 is disrespectful. You've seen the market. They opened plus 190, and now they got bet down to plus 175. I still think that's way too long. I'll take Oklahoma State on that one. I will put in one bet for the games today, not today, on Friday already, because I think it's an insane price. Lamar plus 520 on the money line against Texas A&M. I think that Lamar is going to be way in this game, and I don't know if they're going to win. I'll also take them on the run line when that comes out, but I think they're going to have a chance to win this game. Lamar is going to throw Chris Olivier, who has a 2.66 ERA. Opponents hit just 180 against him this year. He had 103 strikeouts and just 88 innings pitched. They're coming in hot. They won the Southland Conference tournament as well, which is, it's the Southland Conference, whatever. It's not like crazy, but still, they're coming in with momentum. They feel good. They have a great pitcher in this game. So I think they're going to have a real chance to win this game. It's a price play, but I think this could be a low-scoring game. I'll probably take the under in this game once it starts, once we get the line on that as well. So one bet for the games already on Friday. I'll have more of those. We'll have them on Friday when me and Colby have this show as well. I'll have them on the Substack on Thursday, HassanSacks.substack.com. Thursday, also known as tomorrow. But that's about it. That's all I got. My card, again, Kevin Gausman, under 1.5 earned runs allowed. That game's starting right now. Cardinals money line, Mariners A's first 5 under 4.5. Braves money line, Bryce Harper home run, Brandon Lau home run, Arizona State to win their region, Arkansas to win their region, Oklahoma State to win their region. Florida, if you have nothing, at 22-1 to win the College World Series. That's all I got. I guess we're going to end it here. Colby's quit for the day. We'll see you on Friday. I don't have therapy this week, so 11:30 a.m. Central. Better Day YouTube, Colby's Twitch, on Twitter as well, Better Day. My Twitter, at DJ Hassan. Colby M. Betts on all socials. Hassan_Jake on Instagram. HassanSex.substack.com. ColbyMBetts.substack.com. And that'll do it. I guess we can end the show now. Matt, close it. XOXO. Love everybody. See you on Friday.